I actually had to check out my GM mode, and that is your ticket to running the show as a general manager and making Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or NXT UK the best that it can possibly be with the roster of superstars that you want to draft to your show. But the fan favorite mode that everybody wants to see updated is Universe Mode. Today I figured we'd talk about Universe Mode, let you know what's new in Universe Mode and what really hasn't changed going forward in the WWE 2K22 franchise. First off, Universe Mode is back. If you've never played Universe Mode, well, let me explain it. You get to have a lot that goes on in the WWE Universe. They say you can take full control of the action in Universe Mode, which is returning in WWE 2K22. You can run the WWE however you want, putting wrestlers against one another to form rivalries, decide pay-per-view matches, control the brands more than ever. And this is where it comes in a little bit different from the GM mode. With this is the full customization of your brand, whether it's the show, the logos, all of that down to the T on how you want to book out the stuff and the feuds and everything. That is where you have your sandbox-esque play of Universe Mode. This year, we actually have a brand new, different addition to Universe Mode, where you actually have full control over Superstar. Lynell Jinks, the creative director of WWE 2K22, actually came out and said this: Universe, I always say, is like God mode, where you have full control over the entire show that you're putting on. The full customization suite is at your disposal. From shows to superstars to championships, all of that, and you can set up rivalries. The one addition that we made this year is Superstar mode, where you can choose a superstar. To me, it's like a player lock. Whereas if you want to be AJ Styles, I'll be playing as just AJ Styles. I don't care what else happens. I just want to experience that story. We have that as a new addition to Universe. So there you go. The Superstar mode is something that I am super looking forward to, because you can customize your show as you see fit and then pick the superstar that you want to play as. And there you go. You got AJ Styles as a superstar you're going to be playing as, which is kind of cool, because if you know how YouTube works and how iChannel actually got started, Universe Mode was a big part. And the way that I played it out was just that. I would pick some superstars to feature and focus on and then play as that and see how the show does. I think that's the best way to actually play Universe Mode. You create the sandbox, you create the championships, the titles, the superstars, the arenas, all of that stuff, the way, the look, the feel of the show, and then you pick the superstar and you play it out that way. Whether they let you pick more than one superstar, I'm thinking you can, but I'm not sure if you can actually lock that in. I would love for that feature to pick multiple superstars, create a faction, that kind of stuff. But as far as it goes now, they have that one single experience to play as AJ Styles or whoever you decide to choose there. And then you lock in those superstars, and then you get to go into the action. All you have to do is click next match, and it jumps to AJ Styles' next match. And there you go. And you play it out in endless sandbox mode until you get to your matches, which is very cool, because this is a highly requested feature for WWE 2K22. The other thing that I do want to talk about is the elephant in the room, is the updates to Universe Mode, which it looks like there's not a lot. They haven't come out with an official press release, and if we can go based off of how they've done it in previous years, if there's no press release, if there's no info drop, which it probably will be coming, or maybe it won't, if they're keeping quiet on this information, it means that there's not a lot to really talk about and not a lot to really showcase, because it's kind of that age-old thing, if no news is good news, because if you drop some bad news, people start getting worried. But if you drop no news, people don't really talk about it, and they don't really say, oh, okay, there it is. They don't really, the backlash isn't there if you don't really talk about it. So the UI, obviously, they've updated the menus. They've added those renders for your superstars now with real pictures. But as far as Universe Mode goes, I'm not seeing a lot that I've learned from this that tells me there's a lot added to Universe Mode. There might be more things that you can do, maybe more matches, maybe added more superstars, stuff like that. But as far as the actual gameplay and the Universe Mode and how it plays out, as far as like cutscenes and the way that actually plays out, none of those details have been released, which makes me to believe that there is no new stuff coming in with universe mode. Not to say that it's bad, but they probably just streamlined it where it's just an overall better experience, but it's not a groundbreaking brand new experience. There's a lot that went into this game, from the graphics to getting it on PS5 and Xbox Series X, to making the GM mode, to getting the Rey Mysterio thing, to the My Rise stuff, to all of that, the new creation suite that they have, all those tools in there, and the crossplay. There's a lot that went into this. Universe mode looks like it might have taken a backseat here, which is kind of a shame, because universe mode has been one of my favorite features when it was introduced, and they haven't really done a lot to make it an overall better mode. Honestly, when I'm thinking about it and I'm looking at universe mode, I don't really know what I would add to it. I don't really know what I would put in universe mode besides the superstar mode that would make it an overall better experience for me to play. I know that universe mode is a huge thing that everybody's talking about. Universe mode this, universe mode that. Oh, GM mode isn't what I expected it to be, so universe mode is that. Exactly. GM mode, if you didn't catch it on my last video, GM mode is basically you have a set amount of weeks. You take Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or NXT UK. You pick a general manager, and you go through that and see who can win at the end of those weeks. That's not how universe mode works. Universe mode is pick your show, pick your roster, pick your brand, do all this stuff, set up the calendar, book the matches, however you want it to play out, however you see fit to play out universe mode. That is your sandbox to make your show the way that it is. So that's the way that universe mode is working this year. I don't see a lot of super big updates for this, which really sucks, because I really wanted to cover everything that is going on with universe mode, but they don't have that here. They just don't give us any details, which makes me to believe that universe mode is just there. It's just, you have that superstar mode, you also have the regular mode. That's it, man. I don't know what they've really going to give us this year when it comes to universe mode. As far as I'm concerned, it's going to get the same old stuff, and then going forward, we're going to see if they have some improvements going forward, because honestly, going off of this, I see this as another transition period. I talked about it before when they moved to the PS4, and now when they're moving to the PS5, it's like a transition period. So we get the foundation of the game, which I hate saying that, but that's just what it is. The foundation of the game is here. They're saying, okay, universe mode is a mode that we really like. We're going to keep that in. Coming in the future, we're going to make it better. We're going to do all this better stuff, because they did the graphic update and they did some of that stuff. And now they're going to go ahead and we have GM mode, so let's make it better the next year. We have universe mode, so let's make it better the next year. We added the superstar thing, which I think is really cool, but it didn't really expand on the game mode. I haven't really sat down and thought of a wish list of things that I'd love in universe mode, because honestly, I really haven't dived deep into universe mode in a couple years. I will be honest and true for that, because I've kind of been 2K20. That game just wasn't huge on that one, so then I really didn't play universe mode on that. So it was kind of an off year for me, couple years. But going into it this year, I'm going to go heavy on the universe mode. I'm going to check out the superstar stuff, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they can provide for this open sandbox experience. It's cool that they have it in. I'd love for them to add more stuff. Again, I don't really even know what I could tell you that I'd want in it. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comment section below. Is there something out of this that you would rather see in universe mode that they're not giving us, that updates that could make the mode even better? I think the superstar one is huge, but I don't really know besides that what else I would do. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave it. Let me know what you want out of universe mode. That's all the details I have. That's literally everything that we know out of universe mode, is that sandbox mode is returning. Superstar mode is there, where you can play as one superstar or maybe multiple. Don't even know that yet. And then you can go in and play them out every match that they're in. I don't know, guys. I'm looking forward to this game, though. 2K22 is going to be awesome, but we'll see what they do with universe mode going forward. As always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We'll see you in another video.